Hey, Manifaco Solutions team, how's it going? Here's something interesting. Today I'll show you how hems are made. The lighting seems low, so I'll turn it up. Anyway, I'm here. This is another one of those uncut videos we make here, showing things as they are. I'm in what, for many of you who've been on the channel for a while, used to be the main setting for the videos. I always used to record here with this background, but nowadays it's a lot messier than usual. That's because I'm not recording here anymore, but I use this space more. That's what it's for anyway. To hem the pants like I'm doing here, I'm gonna make a kind of vlog with a tripod to show you how I'm hemming the pants. There are two main types of hems. The knives we make on the channel cover both types. It's for some of you who ask over on Instagram. Get in touch with me, place an order, like, I want this knife. Mania Magnificus, the channel's knives. I need to make the sheath for something. Some of them, which is optional, if you want to buy your knife, you buy your knife. But there are people who prefer it with the sheath, and that's important too. And some are made of polyvinyl chloride. Look, just polyvinyl chloride, that's what this is. Have you seen this before? I'm sure you have. This is a sewer pipe. It's a 40 pipe, see? I buy 40 pipes and make the sheets using a piece about this size for each. This is one I've already started, so look at the size it's at. I've already cut it here, and I've also cut this part here where the belt loop goes, so the knife will fit inside here. But obviously it can't stay with a round barrel like this, so I need to work on it. Then I work on it here using fire. So here it is. This is a gas burner. It has also appeared in a video on the main channel. I'll light it up. Want to watch? Let me show you how it works. Turn here. Look, light the little flame here. See? It's pretty weak. I can adjust it here. Then I soften the polyvinyl chloride. I go over it here. I soften, in this case, this part here, and I shape it. I trim all the polyvinyl chloride using this right here. See? Foam and this flat pot. So let's suppose I pass the polyvinyl chloride over the fire, put it in here, and put the knife in. Then I put the bodo back, this on top, put this here, make a kind of sandwich and press it. Then this pressure... Wow, the lighting is bad here, huh? Let me turn up the light here, hold on. The pressure we apply here makes the polyvinyl chloride, in this case, mold into the shape of the knife. It ends up like this. Look, want to see? It's really hot in here. I turned off the... Wow, now the light is good, huh? The light on this phone is really weird. Out of nowhere, it gets dark, it gets bright, but then it molds into the shape of the knife. You can see right here, look, the actual shape of the knife, see? That makes the knife fit perfectly in here. You can pull it, insert, or remove it, and it won't fall if you hold it like this. The paint is still a little fresh because I just finished making and painting it. Secure the knife here and it stays firm. Now this longer part, let me move this one over there. This longer part here, I fold it, I already leave it big, right? The knife will only come up to here, but then I fold it and make the belt loop. You have to heat it up to make it straight, then you can run this right over the table to make it straight and fold it. And here on the back it's riveted. See? There are two rivets, they go in here but don't come out. Here. The front of the knife isn't visible since it stays inside where the knife goes in. So I don't need rivets here. I don't need to cut the tube itself holds together. It's just these two rivets here that hold the belt loop. It remains firm. It's a simple sheath knife model, basic, but it works on the belt and also works for assembling a kit. Just make a few holes here. Look, on the side there's space here between the blade and the polyvinyl chloride. Just make a few holes here and thread and tie the kit. I even made some sheaths, look, but it's pretty rare for someone to ask for a sheath for a survival kit. See? So it already has the belt loop, it's the same system here. But then, instead of leaving the barrel just this size, I have to leave another long ingot. From here to here, see? Then I'll bend it and make this part in front. Look, it fits perfectly with one of those candy cans. Let me see, there are some here, see? Then you can put together survival kits inside here. You can do a lot of things with polyvinyl chloride. You just have to know how to shape it into the form you want. I always use it here too. A lighter, because I need to shape a tiny little thing and I'm not going to light the stove every time. So I actually heat it up with a lighter, some smaller details to be able to fix a few things, and it works. This one is a really cheap lighter. but the cool thing about it is that it's refillable. Then I have the little gas canister. Where is it? Here it is, this canister. I can refill the lighter with it and keep shaping all the knives. It's a pretty time-consuming process, you know? Each one of the sheaths takes quite a while. So I get to work on it. Today is actually a Sunday, and I'm here making some sheaths. I only make the ones that people actually order. I don't make any extra sheaths, no, but personally I prefer this type of sheath here, the one that has space to put items inside. Some people prefer this one, while others like different ones. Hold on, let me put this back. Who prefer leather sheaths? Look at this. There are some here. Look, this one and this one. It's really pretty, right? If you want a nice knife to show friends, this is much better than a polyvinyl chloride sheath. For sure. The downside of leather, of course, is that if it gets wet, it changes, right? It softens when wet, but still looks great, okay? Really cool for sheaths. Leather sheaths are really cool. I'm not the one who makes these sheaths. There's a friend who makes them for me. I ask him to do it. Why don't I make them myself? Because I don't have the time, okay? I need to make knives, edit and record videos, study and handle many tasks. And if I have to stop and learn how to make leather sheaths and make them one by one. So I have a friend who lives nearby and he makes them for me, but they turn out really nice, you see? Look, only he does these details here, see? Like this. I think if I'm not mistaken, he has a piece of iron with a different tip and he presses the leather with it, with a lot of pressure. He uses a small hammer to make markings on the leather and probably has other tools. There's stitching on the side too. And the cool thing, see? That on the leather sheath, the knife's edge won't touch the stitching. It hits the leather. The knife's edge hits the leather, and that's good because it won't cut. I even made some leather sheaths with raw cowhide. I think I even showed it in some videos on the channel, but it doesn't turn out well, no. Treated leather is much better, and not to mention that the thread usually goes through the stitching, so there's a risk it will come apart. It looks cool. Check it out. Then I send him the knife, and he does it really quickly, attaches it here. He has some others like this. This one is also for a knife. But then he made an opening here on the side as well. Look, that's cool. One here and one here, see? And I think these hems of his look really nice. Anyway, he makes these hems for me. I think it's really cool. One day I want to learn how to do it when I have more time, but for now I'm making the polyvinyl chloride hems, which are also a lot of work. Let me take the opportunity to show you, since you're already here watching me. There are some other little things I bought that I didn't show in the video. From the last video I showed about the new tools I had bought, I couldn't show everything because I hadn't bought everything yet. I bought a few more things. Check out this cool one. This is a scale. Many people who contact me, especially on Instagram, they ask about the knife's weight, but I never know since I don't weigh it. So, to satisfy your curiosity today, how much does a manifaka weigh? Look. That's right, this here is a scale. Look, very simple. Let me grab a manifaka here. The manifakas vary in weight. They're handmade. Each one has a different weight, but let's see how much this one weighs. If I can balance this here, right? I need to make something to hold the knife. I don't know, a little bowl, something that I'll leave there in the workshop. Whenever I finish a knife, I immediately weigh it and show it in the video. Anyway, I don't think I'll be able to do it, but we can get a rough idea. I'll rest it here for a bit. Look, 240 grams. So this knife here is about 240 something grams. Cool, right? It's a simple scale. I'll turn it off now. It's a hanging scale. I got cheap. I'll keep it in the workshop, so whenever I weigh or make a knife, I'll show you the weight. I have some knife projects to work on, and we'll start them soon. There are other cool things too. It'll take time to release on the main channel, but I'll start soon since these projects are complex. So I bought some materials to work with. I bought this here. Look, some leather. Look, leather strips. To be able to make a detail on the handle, like taking the handle of a knife, for example, and making a braid here. There are, for example, katanas. They always have something wrapped around the handle like this. It looks nice. It looks really cool. Let's try to do that. So there are some black leather strips here. And also for a project. Wow, this project is going to be really cool. I'm going to make something really awesome. Can I? Well, I want to share this here first, since my followers deserve to know before anyone else. Look at this. They're stones, look. I forgot the name of these stones, okay? They're not precious stones, but they're also not just regular stones you find in the yard. I bought these stones here for about 5 reais each, if I remember right. I got several, because they're used. They're used in a knife, okay? A blade, actually an axe, Kratos' axe. You know Kratos, right? I made Kratos' swords from God of War, and now the mission is to build an axe. I can do this. This one is going to be, you have to sculpt these stones, you have to make the axe like this, which is already going to be really complicated. So it's a project that's coming up. I hope it works out. Stay tuned on the main channel. And I also think I should give some spoilers here when I'm working on the project. Anyway, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. And until the next vlog, see you!